That was funny. So no kidding, I'm holding the camera exactly the way you see me in the beginning, and I almost wind up pressing the actually, what's the name of the button that like swaps positions? Like obviously you have the camera facing me, but you press the button and then it faces from the point of view of the back of the phone. The swap button, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. Now I just got myself curious. Oh, happy Friday, everyone. I guess while I'm looking this up, let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. Let's see. My low was what is my low? Nothing particularly bad happened yesterday that I can think of. Well, both my low and my high are kind of intertwined because, well, full stop. Actually, come to think of it, my low, my high, and my act of kindness are all intertwined because on Thursday night, my mom asked me for a favor, and well, actually, it was two things, and for the most part, I could say I got a lot of it done, but there was just one or two things that I wasn't able to do. So, if you can't tell, my low is there were some things I wasn't able to do, but my high is the fact that I can feel good about what I was able to do, if that makes sense. Okay, so, right, I was looking at that button. Oh, it's just called the camera switch icon. All right, the camera switch icon. So yeah, I was literally about to start the video, and instead of pressing record, I almost wound up pressing the camera switch icon. See, you'd think with over 3,000 videos I've done, I wouldn't make a mistake like that. But you know what? I'm not. Listen, I'm pretty sure I've established that I'm not perfect. So, I can forgive myself on that front. Now then, let's talk about Hot Ones because this wasn't just any episode of Hot Ones. This was the season 12 finale, season 29 finale. It's like episode 12. This is the season 29 finale. And for yesterday, they got BTS. The first band since the Beatles to have 3 number 1 albums in 1 year. I'm like, okay. Because here's the thing, I still know about, but I knew about BTS, and they are really popular, but I didn't know it was like that good. I mean, I'm really glad that more Korean related things are becoming more mainstream. Obviously K-pop, Korean food. There's instances where you'll hear someone speak Korean just because really is that big of a deal. As well as the fact that actually, you know what? It goes right into the first question that Sean asked. However, before I start, I want to say one thing. Normally, as I'm writing these notes, I'm watching a little bit of the video, going to, go to the document where I'm typing my notes for it. And, I just go back and forth. I'll pause it. I go back and forth a lot. This was one episode where I really needed to do that more. I mean, I was able to do it more. But, see, here's the thing. BTS is, first of all, pretty obvious. Since BTS is from Korea, a lot of the members of the band pretty much speak only Korean. So, when I say I had to go back and forth a lot, I needed to, read the subtitles of what they were saying as carefully as I could, which wasn't bad. I can totally say that, kudos to the people behind the captioning of the episode, because they did a really good job of, writing out subtitles and making, non-Korean speaking people like myself, able to read and understand what they were saying. However, I also got to give kudos to several other members of the band, because several of them speak English, really well. Outside of the fact that they are from Korea and obviously they look the part, if you were to hear recordings of them speaking, you probably wouldn't even know that they're from Korea. That's how good their English is. Specifically, the leader, whose name kind of escapes me. Okay, you know what? I need to look at the members of BTS again. Okay. So, it's RM, Suga, J-Hope, Jin, Jungkook, V, and Jimin. So those are the members. Shoot, I forgot who the leader is. I think maybe it might have been J-Hope or Jin. I don't know. Darn it. Again, this was, if you couldn't tell, this episode was kind of hard for me to follow. Just because, between all the editing to make sure that, every member and Sean Evans himself was able to, speak and get their messages across. There was a lot of cuts and a lot of editing, which again, kudos to the editor, because they did a really great job. It just made it difficult for me to follow when I'm trying to watch all of that and trying to type notes at the same time. I'm like, shoot, did I miss something? So please bear with me if it feels as if I wasn't able to get everything correct. So I mentioned earlier that, Korean culture is becoming more and more mainstream. For the first question, Sean asked in regards to their new album that's coming out. Hold on. Darn it. I can feel my collar in the back that's up. I'm like, I hate it when that happens so much. Okay. So, the first song was supposed to be a message to the listener of the album, as well as it's supposed to be an homage to the song Hand in Hand, which was sung in Korea in 1988 when the Olympics were held in Seoul. I actually didn't know that. That would have been right before I was born too, so I wouldn't know that. So they made a 2026 version of that song. They talked a little bit about how, for one of their albums, they recorded in a garage in LA, and now they're on the biggest tour in the world. So, they took the time to remember what they went through, as well as what it's like the morning after a show. Like they feel exhausted, their faces feel kind of puffy. I mean, it wears off before the next show, but they're on a tour. You're not going to be able to perform on your A game every single night and expect like it's going to be the same quality every day, and nor will you expect to wake up feeling fresh as a daisy. You know, it's going to take a toll on your body. So, again, much love and respect to those who go on tour, whether it's for music, comedy, or whatever. Jungkook explained how to make the June cookie, which is like a rice cake dish. Jin talked about his best memory as a fisherman. Apparently, there's an underground battle rap scene in Korea. All right, that's cool. Just think 8 Mile, only instead of in Detroit, it's Seoul or any other major city in Korea. Sean asked about of the two games between Hawadi, which is a card game, or Jangijaki, which is like hacky sack. What game should I be made well aware to know? And instead, BTS taught him a game called 369, which I could actually teach you how to play right now. Basically, you have to clap when you say a number that has a 3, a 6, or a 9 in it. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 27, 28. Oh God, I forgot to clap twice at 33. But yeah, you make sure you don't say a number that has a 3, a 6, or a 9 in it. Okay. Obviously, it's a lot more fun with multiple people. They talked about how they writ upwards of 120 songs for this new album, and they had to narrow it down to 14. That's crazy. That's like, listen, I know that a lot goes into making an album. And I'm not just talking from the technical aspect. But 100, actually, you know what? BTS is 7 members, all of which are very talented. So it wouldn't surprise me if, think about that for a second. Think about this for a second. If my math is correct. That means if each member of BTS were to write a song, that means they would each have written about 17 songs each. Yeah, 17 songs each for this new album, with a remainder of 1. So, that last one's up for grabs. But to narrow all that down to 14 for an album, not only does it show how talented each member is, possibly, well, I say possibly, I don't know who wrote the songs, but not only does it speak to how talented these guys are, but it also speaks to how very cooperative they are with each other. Because there's no way it's easy to narrow that many songs down to just what you can fit on an album. I'm sure there was a lot of debate and discussion about, what's going on in the album and what isn't. So that's really cool. They talked about definitions of things that the fans came up with. They talked about BTS superlatives. They talked about what makes a great anime opening song. Ooh. As soon as they got to that one, I'm like, oh man. As someone who's seen his fair share of anime and therefore have seen a lot of really great anime openings, I know exactly what it feels like to listen to that one anime song that just gets you going. It's awesome when you hear that. And finally, for the last dab, they had to make poses after eating the wings of death. which, again, man, kudos to, well, it's funny because the episode starts off with Sean asking, how they are with spicy food, as he always does. And they're like, Korean people are known for handling spice, but we're actually among the weakest. In fact, like, after the first wing, woman was like, I'm done. I don't know, that was just really funny to me. But yeah, man. Literally the title of this Hot Ones episode was BTS Breaks Another Record. Yeah, man, including Sean Evans, that was 80 wings. Which, I mean, could I myself eat 80 wings? Possibly, but I would need to do it in like multiple sittings. And maybe over the span of a couple days. I mean, I love chicken wings. Here's the thing, I love chicken wings. I would never ever get tired of eating chicken wings. But, like, after a while, I'm like, can I have something else to go with these wings? Because here's the thing, if I'm having wings, I definitely gotta have, like, something on the side. Like fries or onion rings or whatever that may be. But that's just me. But for real, to BTS, congratulations on the new album. Congratulations on the world tour that you guys are doing. Wish you much love and success. To the good folks at First Week Feast and Hot Ones, Sean Evans, Chris Schoenberger, Camera Guy Bill, everyone else who works there. Not that you need to hear this from me again, but congratulations on making it through season 29. This was a great season. If there are any Spice Lords out there in which this was your first season of Hot Ones, I envy you because this was a great season. Yeah. I've got nothing more to say. This was a great episode to cap off a great season. I hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble. This video for all you guys watching Joe video. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. And remember, if you guys want to talk, James, we're here to lend you always back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.